Trump walks back comments about Putin and Russia's meddling after harsh blowback. U.S. President Donald Trump has walked back some of his comments about Russian President Vladimir Putin and Russia's interference in the 2016 election. On Saturday, Trump said that Putin insisted during a meeting on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit that Russia did not interfere in the election, and that he believed the Russian leader meant it. He said he didn't meddle, Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One. I asked him again. You can only ask so many times. I just asked him again. He said he absolutely did not meddle in our election. He did not do what they are saying he did. He added that whenever they had met, Putin denied ordering Russia's election meddling. I really believe that when he tells me that, he means it, Trump said. But he says, I didn't do that. I think he is very insulted by it, which is not a good thing for our country. On Sunday, Fox News Washington correspondent John Roberts asked Trump to clear up his remarks, which had sparked immediate backlash from lawmakers and former intelligence officials. Roberts told Trump that his remarks were interpreted by some, including Senator John McCain, to think that he believed that Putin is saying he did not interfere in the election. He then asked Trump to answer definitively with a yes or no as to whether he believed Putin and Russia meddled in the race. Trump said he was surprised at the blowback his comments had received. What I said there's that I believe he believes that, he said, referring to Putin. And that's very important for someone to believe. I believe that he feels that he and Russia did not meddle in the election. Trump refused to say whether he believed Russia interfered, but he said he stood with U.S. intelligence agencies, who concluded with high confidence earlier this year that Russia mounted an elaborate and multifaceted effort to undermine the election and propel Trump to victory, while damaging his opponent, Hillary Clinton. As to whether I believe it or not, I am with our agencies, especially as currently constituted with the leadership, Trump said. Trump fighting with former intelligence officials on Saturday. Trump blasted 3 former intelligence officials, all of whom have strongly urged the president to take a harder stance against Russia's aggression toward the U.S. and the West. Trump called former FBI Director James Comey, former CIA Director John Brennan, and former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper political hacks. So you look at it, I mean, you have Brennan, you have Clapper, and you have Comey, Trump said. Comey is proven now to be a liar and he is proven now to be a leaker. So you look at that and you have President Putin very strongly, vehemently says he had nothing to do with them. On Sunday, the president said that he believed the intelligence agencies as they were currently led, adding that he had worked with them very strongly. After, he again downplayed the intelligence community's assessment of Russia's interference and its efforts to help Trump win, referring to the New York Times and Associated Press reports that had to be corrected earlier this year, to clarify that 4 agencies, not 17 as was first reported, were involved in compiling a January intelligence report about Russia's meddling. There weren't 17 as previously reported, there were 4, Trump said. But they were saying there were 17, there were actually 4. But as currently led, by fine people, I believe very much in our intelligence agencies. The 4 agencies involved in putting together the January report were the CIA, NSA, FBI, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, which oversees all 17 intelligence agencies. Multiple national security experts have confirmed that whether the report was drawn up by 4 or 17 agencies is irrelevant. More importantly, the 4 that did put together the assessment are, as Brennan noted on Sunday, primarily tasked with counterintelligence and examining the risk Russia poses. Trump drew additional scrutiny on Saturday, when he asked on Twitter when all the haters and fools would realize that having a good relationship with Russia is a good thing. They're sick, always playing politics bad for our country, Trump said. I want to solve North Korea, Syria, Ukraine, terrorism, and Russia can greatly help. He continued, asking whether the fake news media remembered when crooked Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, was begging Russia to be our friend with the misspelled reset button. Obama tried also,